Which is better for your at-home coffee shop? A single-serve coffee machine by CBTL, the coffee bean and tea leaf, or a K-Cup single-serve brewer from Keurig? It's time-tested, it's true, and we all know it. Well, that's the question that we're going to help you guys answer today on Aromacup.com. Hi everyone, I'm Brian with Aromacup.com, and thanks as always for tuning in to my virtual coffee shop brought to you by Aromacup.com. So, as you heard earlier, I'm going to help you to answer the question today: which should you add to your own at-home coffee shop? The CBTL single-serve coffee machine or the Keurig K-Cup that we've all come to know so well in the world of single-serve coffee? Let's talk about pluses, minuses, and compare these two so that you can make an informed decision when you go to add one of these to your own at-home coffee shop. Okay, so starting right off, both of these machines use their own patented coffee capsule system. K-Cups for this K-Cup machine by Keurig, and these CBTL pods and capsules from CBTL. Both are different. Both are going to allow you the ability to make coffees and teas and some specialty drinks such as hot chocolates, things like that. Both allow you to make iced drinks. Now there are some distinct differences, and we'll talk about those first off. The first biggest distinct difference between these two is that the CBTL machine allows you to make espresso drinks because you can actually brew espresso pods making use of the CBTL machine. Drop your capsule in, hit that button, and brew a shot of espresso just like the one that I have right here. You can't do that on the K-Cup machine by Keurig. There aren't any espresso options, but it doesn't really matter, and here's the reason why. This is where there's another big comparison between the two, and this is where the K-Cup machine ends up winning. Sheer variety of coffee availability of all the different brands that you can choose from on the K-Cup side. There are at least, at the count of this video, at least 300 different K-Cup types for the Keurig K-Cup system. If you add on to that all of the different types that you can get for the K-Cup system, such as vitamin-enhanced beverages, teas, iced coffees, etc., there are probably, we're guesstimating, about 500 plus different types of K-Cups and beverages that you can do using the K-Cup Keurig system. So that sheer volume of variety is pretty impressive. Now add to that the ability to make your own coffee using a K-Cup machine. You do have a pretty big winner when it comes to variety here, because all these different options for making your own coffee using the K-Cup machine are really going to add on. And finally, because now the patent on the K-Cup is actually expired, the sky's essentially the limit. There are all manner of companies who can make their own K-Cups, and you're going to be seeing more and more options show up now. We just don't see that on the CBTL side. It's a little bit reserved. There are these capsules made by the coffee bean and tea leaf, which are very good, but again are going to be limited in the type of coffee that you can get, the type of beverage you can make, etc. So it is something to keep in mind. Now, again, if we're talking about specialty drinks, drinks that make use of milk and various things like that, the CBTL is definitely going to win there. Now, Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf does have their own milk frothing system, which you can pick up and add to the CBTL machine. Use that in conjunction with the machine, brew some espresso, and maybe make use of one of these powdered packets that you can get from CBTL. I have a chocolate one here. Here's a vanilla for a vanilla latte. Add those in, and you do have a more extensive variety of beverages that you can make with this machine. And because it can do espresso and the K-Cup machine cannot, that is a big difference. So there's a couple of distinct things here, but the overall operation of both of the machines is very straightforward. It's single serve ease. Put in a capsule, choose what size beverage you want to make, hit a button, step away, come back, and you've got your beverage. Very straightforward on the operation. Both have water tanks that you fill up and just set and use and fill up when it's time again. And obviously it's going to be very easy to use these in your everyday. It's just going to depend on the type of beverages that you want to have every day. Let's talk about something that a lot of folks ask us about here on Aromacup.com, and that is, what's the environmental impact of each of these machines? Well, to be frank, initially, both of these use plastic capsules, and these capsules on both sides are not recyclable. They're going to go into a landfill. All of that plastic adds up a lot. So that is a little bit of a drag. On the CBTL side, there's no way to get around that. These are the capsules that you use. The good news is, on the Keurig side, there is a great way to get around that, and that is the ability to brew your own coffee by making use of one of the brew your own options with the Keurig machine. There are numerous ways to brew your own coffees and teas by making use of the Keurig K-Cup system, and that's going to allow you to be more green about your coffee making because you won't be throwing away a bunch of plastic. But initially, as I say, both of these machines use capsules that are made of, unfortunately, non-recyclable plastic. So if you are looking to be green about your coffee making, you're going to want to lean towards the K-Cup side and bypass K-Cups almost entirely, make use of one of the options which allows you to brew your own coffee using this machine. Let's talk about pricing per capsule or per beverage on these two machines. On the CBTL machine, you are fixed at a price of about 70 cents per capsule per beverage. That's not too bad, but it's definitely going to add up over time as you get these capsules, so that does add up. Now, over here on the K-Cup side, you have a little more give because of the ability to make your own coffee using the brew your own options. The brew your own options are going to allow you to get your cost per cup literally down to about 20 cents per cup. It's going to go to a high of maybe 70 to 75 cents depending on if you start buying K-Cups exclusively and etc. So if you're looking to save some money per beverage, again, the K-Cup machine is going to win because of that brew your own option. Now, talking about price per machine, because your initial investment is always important. On the CBTL machine, we're looking at a low price of about $120, moving up to about $170, and you're fixed somewhere within that pricing range when you're going to buy one of these machines. On the K-Cup side, the pricing is definitely, there's a much more wide angle here. So let's talk about initially one of the options such as the My French Press, which is going to allow you to use K-Cups. This is a manual brewing option, but comes in at only about $30 and makes a pretty impressive cup of coffee. So you have that option. Then you go up to, with your first automatic machine from Keurig, about $70, goes up to somewhere around the $200 range, but so many companies have jumped on and made their own K-Cup version machines at this point that the pricing is all over the board and you can get it very, very low. Major brands such as Hamilton Beach and Cuisinart have made their own entries into the world of K-Cup, and therefore you can get a machine for a very, very low initial investment, and of course combine that with one of the options to brew your own coffee. You're going to keep your cost per cup and your initial investment very low on the K-Cup side. So when it comes to cost, the K-Cup side is definitely going to win over CBTL. So what's the bottom line between these two machines? I mean, obviously there's a number of differences and similarities. Well, the bottom line is you get more specialty drink options with the CBTL side. You just do. You can do espresso drinks, and therefore you have options to cappuccinos, lattes, mochas, etc. that is going to allow you to make this a one-stop machine. You don't need a separate espresso machine to add on to your coffee machine, etc. This machine will do it all. Now, that's pretty much where the CBTL wins. Unfortunately, when we come over to the K-Cup side, the sheer variety of K-Cup types that are available to you, as well as machine types, because so many companies make K-Cup approved machines, you're just going to keep your overall investment price very low and your cost per beverage very, very low. And it's going to be really easy to be able to get into the world of K-Cup and just start brewing. And then finally, the similarities between these. Obviously, they both have single serve ease. Put in a capsule of some kind, press a button, walk away, come back to a beverage, and you're done. So you get single serve ease either way. The bottom line is going to be, what do you want out of your machine? Do you want more specialty drinks, or do you want a very large variety of coffees, teas, and etc.? That's the decision that you're going to have to make, but we hope that the information that we've given you here today is going to help you to make an informed decision when you do go to make that one and you're shopping for a new machine for your own at-home coffee shop. So there you go, guys. I'm Brian with Aromacup.com, and I want to thank you as always for tuning into my virtual coffee shop brought to you by Aromacup.com. If you have questions, comments, or anything else you'd like to share with us, please get in touch with us in the comments section of this video, and check us out at Aromacup.com for a whole heck of a lot more great information on the world of coffee. As always, guys, I'm Brian. I want to remind you to enjoy your cup, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Which is better for your at-home coffee shop? Again, blooper reel, lots of stuff today.